Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Oachem Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barchuni Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Now that we've welcomed the angels and we can feel their presence amongst us, we ask God to reveal God's self, to spread over us the shelter of peace. Page 8 in the middle. Igale, gale, gale, na, ufros, ufros, habibi, alai, et Sukat Psalm 95 on page 10.
לכו נרננה, יאי לי לי לאדוני, יאי לי היי 40 שנה יעקב עמתו אלי בבי והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי באבי אם יבואו נר מנוחתי
Start all over again. Sing, every atom. Sing, bless the word and the thing itself. Each moment has its story of grace. Page 12.
מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כעבודו, בכל העמים נפלאות, כי גדול
up, all you images of the divine. Open up to goddesses, beauty and strength. Ms. Morla David, page 20, please rise.
I maze David,
Avul Adonai Eli, Avul Adonai, Avul Adonai, Kevod Shemo Ishtachavu Adonai B'Atot Kodesh, Kol Adonai Aramayim,
הכבוד לי
page 22 in the middle of the page.
יחיד גאה לעמך פני זוכרי קדושתך יחיד גאה לעמך
visualization for Shabbat. It's a custom by some to immerse in a ritual bath, in a mikvah, in a gathering of living waters before Shabbat. It's a way to purify oneself, to cleanse oneself spiritually, so that one can feel whole and present in Shabbat. So now, if you're willing, I'd like to do a virtual immersion with you, and I invite you to relax your body as much as possible at this moment, and to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Imagine a circle. Put everything into that circle that you like about yourself. All your virtues, all your beauty, all your goodness, your generosity, your skills, your talents. As much as you can put in that circle, put in that circle. Then draw another circle. Could be bigger, could be smaller. Put everything in the second circle that you don't like about yourself. Everything that you feel is ugly, unattractive, unskillful, maybe even incompetent. Whatever it is you don't like, you're uncomfortable with, maybe even you hate, put in that circle. Now hold both circles in your arms and walk down into a living pool of water. And that water is Shabbat Chesed. It's the loving kindness of Shabbat. Now immerse your entire body with everything that you're holding, everything that you have, everything that you are, everything that you fear. Immerse once. Say a blessing. Amen. Immerse twice. Immerse 3 times. And now you rise, whole, cleansed, every part of you, beautiful before God. And ready for Shabbat. We sing L'cha Dodi on page 23 and 24.
Lecha Dodi B'nei Shabbat
Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shem ol tiferet v'li tfilah l'chaloti, l'krat halat b'nei Shabbat nitam lecha dodi l'krat halat b'nei Shabbat l'krat שבת תחילה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקרא לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומי צאי מתוך הפכה רב לשבת באמת הפחם והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקרא לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תבערת לחמי על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קורבה על נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקרא לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת התעוררי, התעוררי, כיפה אורך, קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי. כבוד אדוני עלייך נקרא לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקרא לך דודי לקראת כלה בני
שעשייך ורחקו כל מבלייך סיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על כלום ביי ליי לך דודי ביי ליי לקראת כלה ביי ליי בני שבת פרוצי בית אדוני תריצי שלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצונה תוך אמוני הסגולה
שבת המלכה
You may be seated. El Narifan Allah, Healing of the Brokenhearted on page 30. 30.
Healer of the broken-hearted, binder of our wounds, counter of uncountable stars. You know who we are.
Those who are ill, those who are suffering from grief or loss or mental illness. We keep in mind those we love and who's so hard to see them suffer when they're sick or struggling. We send them our healing thoughts and prayer. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our Chesed Shabbat. The theme this Shabbat is loving kindness. And in the spirit of loving kindness, I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit different. Actually, something we haven't done in a while. Take 3 minutes, and if you dare, say hello to someone you don't know. Easy, easy, hard. You can move around, you can get up. Okay. Okay, time to wrap it up. Can you run around with the microphone? Okay, everybody. I thought that would be challenging. Obviously, it wasn't. We'd like to welcome people for whom it's their first time to Romemu. If you're comfortable and you'd like to introduce yourself, which just involves standing up, saying your name, and where you're from. Okay, new people, lots of new people.
And we have a mic that we'll bring around so that everyone can.
This way the people in the Zoom-a-ga can hear you. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Is it-
Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Karen, and I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
Welcome.
Woo.
Sukat Shalom.
Hi, I'm Jay, they, them pronouns, and I'm from Oregon.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, I'm Katya, and I'm from the Upper West Side.
Welcome.
I'm Ira. I'm from 110th Street.
What's your name? Name? Zoe.
Maya Green,
Zoe Maya Green from where?
New Jersey.
Oh. Hi, Zoe from
Welcome.
New
Hi,
Jersey.
Zoe.
And this is Avi Max.
From New Jersey.
Oh. Welcome, welcome.
From South Orange.
Certainly can't beat that. I'm David, and I literally live on the next corner over here. It's my first time. So.
Welcome.
Hello, I'm Holly, and I live in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I live on 108th Street.
Welcome.
We have to talk. Hi, I'm Lindsay. This is my first time here, and it's great. And I live on 102nd and Central Park West. Thanks.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, I'm Rachel. First time here. I live on West 80th.
Welcome. Welcome.
My first time. How am I doing?
My name's Tracy, and I'm from St. Louis, but I live on 109th Street.
Welcome, Tracy.
And Tracy's a special friend of mine. We walk dogs in the morning.
Ah.
Not other people. Right, we're not dog walkers. We don't make our living that way.
Hi, I'm Delilah, and I am from 2 blocks away.
Hi, Delilah. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Sharon. I'm here with my cousin William and my cousin Darlene and my aunt Alma. And we live in Harlem, and we represent First Corinthian Baptist Church and Greater Central Baptist Church. And it was a pleasure meeting Rabbi Diane and her family. So we're thankful for being here.
Welcome. Welcome.
So I met Sharon at a gospel concert in Midtown, and then Sharon and her family and Aunt Alma as well. And we went to their church on MLK Day. So I'm so happy my new friends are here. Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Gabby. We live on 108th. We came to see Noah, our good friend. This is my son.
My son.
His name is Noah. This is Romy and
Marius, hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
Say hi.
I'm Tully, and this is Lior, and this is my mom Leanne and my sister Zoe, and we're from Australia.
Wow. Welcome, welcome.
I'm Tessa, and this is my first visit here. I'm from Pennsylvania, and our friend Shira invited us to join, and it's just beautiful.
Aw, thank you, thank you.
I'm Johannes, and I'm from Germany originally, living in South Florida, and our friend Shira invited us here, and it's just absolutely amazing. I feel absolutely alive. Thank you so much.
That's what we want.
Did we skip anybody?
No? Okay, some announcements and a surprise story. So, first of all, as I said, 2 or 3 times now, this is Chesed Shabbat, and I want to thank the Chesed Committee, led by Elliot Figman. Please stand up. Woo. Jamie Phillips, please stand up. Lauren Jacobs. Woo. Deborah Pasner on staff. And together with our amazing committee, many of the members are here, but I'm not going to call on each one of them. We are attempting, our goal is to create a culture of chesed at Romemu, or intensify the culture of chesed at Romemu. So in service of that, we want to hear one short story about chesed from Jessica Litwack. Ooh, with a cane. Here you go.
Told you I have a 45-minute speech in French. Great. Okay. So wow, this room doesn't call for such a, I'm going to stand back. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, but it's for the others. Yeah, it's for the Zoom Agog, which I'm usually on. So this is my first time back since I had hip replacement surgery with some complications. It took a long time. I'm on the Chesed committee, but I was the first case of the Chesed committee. And I was luckily at the first meeting, and so I could say, well, here, I got some an option for you if you want to try it out. And I just have to say that this community helped me, not only brought me food and walked 2 not very, easy dogs to walk, but really took care of me and would come and sit and talk to me. And it was actually a request I had, and Rabbi Dan reached out and said, you can't just drop off the food, you have to talk to her. She wants to talk to you. So it was really beautiful. But the thing that was so incredible is I felt held. I felt really held by this community and the idea of the chesed, not only the chesed community, but people that got wind through Jamie and Elliot's work, that got wind of my circumstances in the community, and the general community reached out, and people were so kind. People were trying to walk my dogs. And Ross would come weeks after, I still can come all the way to the city to walk your dogs. It was just such love. And I felt like I was riding on that love. And when the drugs stopped working, the love worked. And it really was an incredible and incredibly spiritual experience. I felt the divine through these people and through this community, and it's just such a blessing to be able to get up those stairs and be back again. So, thank you.
Tradition says that when you go to visit a sick person, you meet God's presence, the Shekhinah, at the head of the bed. If you'd like to learn more about Chesed or how you can help our efforts, or if you need help, go to romemu.org/chesed to learn more. Join us tomorrow for a potluck lunch. If you didn't sign up, come anyway, bring what you can. A few more announcements, not Chesed related, but everything's Chesed related. Next webinar in the Social Action Committee's new series this Tuesday. More information, look at the website. Give the top line. So, okay. All right, did everyone hear that? No. Focus on closing Rikers and the importance of this to the environment. Register for a Zoom link. I respond to popular demand. Zach Fredman returns March 31st, communal Shabbat dinner after services. Register on the website. Passover Seder, it's coming quickly. Second night of Passover, April 6th. Visit our Passover webpage for all the Passover programming and resources, including a form to sell your leavened products, your chametz. Next Sunday, Romemu Mandala Cafe Community Kitchen, and last winter outerwear distribution of the year. Spiritual Eldering, new virtual group starts Tuesday, April 18th at noon, online. More information on committees and circles, there's a circles page on our website. Join us tomorrow morning for open book at 8:45, right downstairs, in person and on Zoom. And at 10 a.m. we have services. And let's see. Oh, there's a lot more. No. Okay. No, not that much more. Join us for kiddish after services, made possible by the generous sponsorship of Alyssa and Sharon Buchdahl in memory of their father, Sydney, whose 10th yahrzeit they have just marked. Okay, I think that's it for now. And now we're ready for the call to community. The Baruch Hu, please stand. We are on page
3132.
Thank you, 3132. You may be seated. Page 34.
ומעביר היום ומביא הלילה ומבדילה בין יום ובין לילה הוויה צבאות שמה אלא חיה וקיימת תמיד תמלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוכה את שכינה המעריבה ערבי. אהבת עולם בישראל חם
Page 36.
כן, אבל אלוהינו בשרים. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה, וההבטחה אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Page 37.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Page 39.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך
בכל לבבך, בכל נפשך, ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה
אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך,
ודיברת בם
בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו תותפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Page 41.
למען ירבו ימיכם ימי בניכם, כי מהשמיים על הארץ, ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור. עשו להם ציצית. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 48. Michamocha.
מי כמוך, באלים אדוני, מי כמוך, נדר בקודש, Hashkivenu on page 49. Many are familiar with this prayer. It's the one where we ask God to spread over us the canopy of peace. We less often think about why we're doing that. And the words that we often skip over have the answer. And the ikar, the essence of it, is that nighttime is scary. And when we go to sleep at night, we are surrendering our consciousness. It's a pretty wild thing that we do every single day, maybe without even thinking about it. And we surrender our consciousness and trust that we're going to get it back in the morning. And when we do, thank God, Moda ani lefanecha, we rise in gratitude for that miracle. And so on this night of Shabbat Chesed, I want to invite everyone. I'm going to sing a melody that will be new for most, if not all of you. Feel free to learn it and sing along. And also feel free to let it wash over you like a lullaby. And to really, really feel that yearning and also the receiving of that Sukat Shalom, of that love, peace blankie that God tucks us in with at night and that we trust in. We trust in that love to keep us safe. Ashkivenu, Ya Eloheinu, LeShalom, Ve'ha'amideinu, Ve'ha'amideinu lechaim. Shalom, ve'ha'amideinu, ve'ha'amideinu lechaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomech ve'hoshienu. Ufras aleinu sukat shlomech ve'hoshienu. When you take me, oh, don't you break me. Bring the night peace. Blanket me with your sweet love, my soul safely in flight above. When you take me, oh, don't you break me. Bring the night peace. Blanket me with your sweet love, my soul safely in flight above. Hashkivenu ve'ha'amideinu lechaim. God, don't you forsake me in the morning, wake me, please. Hashkivenu ve'ha'amideinu lechaim.
page 52.
Please
rise.
ויתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תוש בחתה מלך אמתה דמירה מעולה אין לרסי.
The silent Amidah, the standing prayer, starts on page 56 and following. may be seated. Sometimes at night, when I can't sleep, I listen to This American Life. For those of you who don't know the program, it's a weekly public radio show that features stories on a theme, and many of the stories are totally amazing. That love, hate, war, children, family, politics, everything you can imagine. So one night, a couple of weeks ago, I listened to a show called When to Leave, featuring stories from the front lines in Ukraine. The story takes place in Bakhmut, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, a city in the eastern part of the country. And the reporter, the NPR reporter, This American Life reporter, is watching a video shot by a volunteer named Kuba. He's running around wearing a video camera right here, and he's part of a team of volunteers who help people evacuate. Relatives give him names, and he runs through the streets of abandoned towns, threatened by airstrikes, yelling people's names, the names of loved ones. He's yelling evacuatsiu. Does anyone know Ukrainian? Did I say that correctly? Evacuatsiu. Evacuatsiu. Evacuate, and then come out. He's running through the halls and stairways of an empty building. And there she is. He's found her, an elderly woman. She's standing in a coat and a woolen hat by her door. She's alone. She has no heat. And he's saying, "Hey, I'm a volunteer. My name's Kuba. I'm here to take you out. I'm here to take you to peace." And she says, I'm not ready, I'm not packed. Kuba says, there are a lot of bombs. We have to go. She asks, what do I take with me? And he says, your passport and pictures of loved ones. That's it, let's go. And she says, I need to pack grapes and maybe some sort of pancakes or chocolate. And he's like, there's going to be everything there, come. And she says, I got less ready than I would have if there was a fire. And she says, my shoes are all broken. They're all falling apart. What am I going to wear there? And Kuba says, there will be everything there. There will be everything. The evacuation center is about an hour away from her home. She wasn't happy about leaving. She asked Kuba, why did he take her to such a wild place? He says she had this perspective that, I don't know, I tricked her or something. She was so upset. She was telling me that she wants to go back. And I was like, but the city is dying. City is kaput. And she was like, okay, so I will die with the city. And he says, okay, end of conversation. What can I do? And it turns out that she ended up having her relatives send her back east to a Russian-occupied area. Maybe not the front lines, but a town where it's due to be dangerous soon. And Kuba, after he heard that, he went back to her house, the one that he evacuated her from, just to look at it, and he saw a building destroyed by an airstrike. Utterly destroyed. So a journalist asked Kuba, what did she mean by a wild place? And he says, I think she means it wasn't home. That's what I really think she meant. Now, you might not be surprised to hear that this story did not put me to sleep. Instead, it had me sitting straight up in bed, awake, amazed. What an incredible story. But not only is it an incredible story, remarkably, it mirrors the story of the Exodus in so many ways. So tomorrow's portion, tomorrow's sacred reading, are the last 2 chapters of the book of Exodus. think it's a good moment to reflect on where we've come from and where we are in the Torah and us ourselves. So let's review the story for a minute, or parts of it. The children of Israel are evacuated, so to speak, from Egypt by God and Moses. All they take with them is some dough rising on their backs, and well, also some spoils from their Egyptian neighbors, a kind of reparation for their years of slavery, maybe some gold and beautiful dresses. And they run out of town, the Egyptians at their backs. They are liberated, but they surely don't want to go. Even before they cross the Red Sea, they say to Moses in Exodus 14, "Is it because there are no graves in Egypt that you have taken us out to die in the wilderness? What have you done to us bringing us out of Egypt? Hamibli en kvarim b'Mitzrayim, l'kachtanu lamut b'midbar? Ma zot asita lanu, lahotzianu miMitzrayim." Isn't this what we told you in Egypt, saying, "Leave us alone that we may serve Egypt"? Better for us serving Egypt than our dying in the wilderness. Hello, zeh davar asher dibarnu alecha b'Mitzrayim lemor chadal mimenu v'na'avda et Mitzrayim ki tov lanu avod et Mitzrayim mimutenu b'midbar. And so they go through the Red Sea, and then they enter the wilderness. And what do they want? Repeatedly, they want to go back to Egypt. They want to go back to the place of slavery. They can't take being in the wild place because it doesn't feel like home. And the complaints continue. They cry out for water, for bread, for meat. They cry out for the leeks, the watermelons, the garlic that they enjoyed in Egypt, the pancakes, the grapes, the chocolate. But what they are really crying out for, I think, is a sense of familiarity, of safety, of home. As brutal as it was, as exploitative as it was, as cruel as it was, Egypt has that quality for them. The quality of, this is the place that makes sense to me. This is the place where I make sense. And this is the place I continue to yearn for. And God and Moses keep saying, "We will have everything there for you. Everything will be there." As God says at the beginning of the story in Exodus 3, "I come down to deliver them out of the hands of the Egyptians, to raise them out of that land into a good land, into an expansive land, a land flowing with milk and honey." Ve'ered lahatzilo miyad Mitzrayim, lahaloto min ha'aretz hahi el eretz tova urchava el eretz zavat chalav udvash. There will be everything there. There will be expansiveness and flow. You won't need a thing. Stop looking back. Stop yearning for Egypt, for a war zone. Stop trying to run from the wild place. But the Israelites' complaining continues, and clearly they are afraid of that wild place, of that wilderness. They are afraid of God when they hear the 10 Commandments. They beg Moses, "Don't let God speak to us anymore, lest we die." They see God as a terrifying, consuming fire. And in the face of Moses' disappearance and their abandonment and their terror of this God, they create a golden calf, which perhaps reminds them of home, reminds them of the bull, Apis, that the Egyptians worshipped. But maybe that calf made them feel a little bit at home in this wilderness. In a way, I think, even though obviously, as far as I know, none of us in this room have experienced slavery directly. And perhaps there are some people who have escaped a war zone, I don't know. But I think this is true on different levels, not only physically, but psychically. Sometimes we get so used to negative experiences or negative voices, or perhaps we've been traumatized, and those voices rise up again and again, a familiar place, a kind of home. And then we try to go to that wild place, but it feels so different, and maybe the ground shifts underneath our feet, and we want that sense of familiarity. We go back to Mitzrayim, to that narrow place. Interestingly enough, in this story, I think it's God who learns the deepest lesson of them all. God comes on strong, right? The plagues, Sinai, the big booming voice, right? The consuming fire, the punishment, cloud and fire, the punishment after the calf. But then in our parshas, it's a whole different story. God seems to learn a kind of gentle kindness. God, I guess, in this story with the Mishkan, kind of contracts God's presence. It's a kind of tzimtzum, as we're taught by the Kabbalah. And instead of coming on so strong, God instructs the Israelites to create a sanctuary for God to dwell in, so that they can encounter the presence of God on a daily basis, not in just those dramatic moments of revelation, of punishment, of fear. And what happens is amazing. In these two chapters, in these two parshas, it's a double parsha, a double portion this week, divine anger ceases. The Israelites stop complaining. They stop whining. They start acting with agency. They become wholeheartedly generous. It's as if the children of Israel are the children that we haven't met yet, right? I mean, it's hard to imagine them without complaint. They are transformed by this gift, as it says, Vayavo kol ish asher nas'o libo. And they came, every person whose mind uplifted them, anyone whose spirit made them willing, v'chol asher nadva rucho oto, brought Adonai's contribution, God's contribution, heviu et trumat Adonai, for the skilled work on the tent of appointment, for all its service, and for the garments of holiness, l'melechet ohel moed, u'lechol avodato, u'lebigdei hakodesh. And extraordinarily enough, the next verse is specifically egalitarian. Vayavo hanashim al hanashim. Then came men and women alike. They weren't up to them, but we're getting there. Everyone of willing a mind, kol nadiv lev. And they brought so much that it was more than enough, and Moshe had to tell them to stop bringing. Right? Stop bringing their gifts. So they flipped this sense of deprivation to being in a moment of abundance. Sometimes in our lives, I mean, of course, it's radically different than those who are really in a war zone or those who really have experienced slavery. But we feel like we're running around in a war with so much anger and anxiety, disconnection. We're in the narrow place of Mitzrayim, of Egypt. Chesed then is calling each other to come out. Come out from the narrow place that is Egypt. Evacuatio. Come out of that lonely, scared, war-torn place in your mind. Come to the place where there is everything, the flowing place of expansiveness, the milk and honey, a place where we sustain each other with healing waters and with the manna of human kindness, reassuring each other that indeed we will have everything we need somehow, a home in the wild place, a home in the place of kindness. Everything is there. If only we would evacuate. Through Chesed, we're sort of like Kuba, right? Volunteers running around saying, evacuate, evacuate, come out, come out. Let's help each other to build a home in the wild place. Evacuatio. Thank you. Kaddish, which is on page 116. If you're in mourning or you're observing a yortzeit, we'd love to hear the name of the person that you're grieving for at this moment, if you'd like to.
And my dad, Harold Armour. My oldest friend, Marlo Randall.
Gadal v'kadash me rabba.
Amen.
B'yalma devra chirutei, b'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol be'Yisrael, b'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach olam v'yom ha'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha v'yichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush berchata v'nechemata, damiram b'yalma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mamav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru.
Amen.
Amen. Our cup of blessing. Many thank yous. Right before we do kiddish, into this cup of blessing, you may be seated. We want to thank our operations staff, Victor, Blanca, Lenore, and Freddie. Staff tonight, Deborah Pasner, our communications director, our membership director, and many other things as well. Ari Wharton behind the scenes on Zoom. On AV is Matt. Greeter, Deborah Brandt. Prayer leaders, Noah Solomon. On guitar, Shoshana Jedwab. On drums, Brielle Rasler on voice. And thanks to all of you for joining us for Chesed Shabbat.
Rabbi Diane.
Rabbi Diane.
Yigdal? Oh, sorry.
Kiddish.
Kiddish.
Yom HaShishi, Vayechulu Hashamayim v'haaretz,
88.
V'chol tzevam, Vayechal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i, Melachto asher asa, Vayishbot b'yom hashvi'i, Mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, vayikadesh oto, ki bo shabbat mikol melachto, asher bara Elohim lasot savrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, v'tanu kidashta, kol ha'amim, v'shavat kodshecha, be'ahava u'v'ratzon, hinchaltanu. Bruchat מקדשת השבת.
Amen. Before we get to Yigdal in a moment, I just want to correct one small thing. I was reading instead of actually understanding that Sharon Buckman, right over there, has sponsored Kiddish after services. So thank you, Sharon. And now for Yigdal. I don't have a page. We don't have a page? Different song.
This is Olam Chesed.
Olam Chesed.
Singing so pretty.
More Chesed.
Olam Chesed
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Kiddish is downstairs.